I see everyone talking about safety and meaning, quote unquote, fighting crime. What would you do instead to prevent crime by reducing the root causes?
Having the citizenry step up and take back their neighborhoods is a good way to help reduce crime. The broken windows theory is being implemented from Whittier to Cole, calling it different things because broken windows is kind of controversial, but the part that I do support is the neighborhood activism part, where the citizens actually get out, meet each other, clean up their alleys. I think the community part is really what is beneficial in it. I think that part of it is getting to know each other, getting to know each other's kids, getting to know what matters and who's on your block. And that's a big asset for just the feeling of safety, I think, and the comfort that people have in their neighborhoods. What Darrell was talking about, Neighborhood Watch, is another part of that. If everybody gets their neighborhood, watch mapping done, we know who each other is and whose kids and who's out of town when, and people can keep an eye out for each other. As Greg was talking about, the community court in Cole has lost a lot of its funding, and I would work to reinstate that because I think it's really important. It's a good way to kids who've started down the wrong path, rather than putting them in Gilliam or something, get them back into society where they're not going to feel alienated as much. Colorado is 50th in funding for treatment for mental health and addiction issues, and that is where a lot of crime comes in. And if we can get some of that bumped up and deal with some of those people, help those folks along their way, that will help. Education is huge. 75% of those in our jails do not have high school diplomas. I mean, it says a lot to what an education and hope for the future can do in deterring crime. So the Mayor Webb's Safe City Youth Allocations Program 10 years ago helped fund different community programs for kids after school and in summer, and that I would like to reinstate that as well.
There are many youth in our community who are disconnected. They're disconnected from the workforce, they're disconnected from educational systems, they're disconnected from community organizations and churches. And as a community, we have to find a way to reconnect them in a positive way, in a positive framework. An approach to safety has to be comprehensive, to include enforcement, intervention, and prevention. The Children's Defense Fund calls this cradle to prison pipeline that leads children to marginalized lives, incarceration, and premature death is something that we have to really take seriously as a community. And I plan to be actively involved in moving our approach to our young people from a diversionary environment, one in which we wait for young people to get in trouble and then try to help them, to a youth development environment where we do after-school programs and other kinds of things that provide mentors and enrichment experience, volunteer experience, work development. And over the many years that I've worked with the community and worked with young people, I found that there are many good young people and many good parents who are really trying to help them, and they just don't have the know-how and the resources. So we need programs that help teens and younger children with personal growth. We need recreational activities, after-school programs. We need to provide them with practical life skills and job skills. We also need to help young people who are at risk with the law, and I would support expanding programs like Leon Kelly's Open Door, where kids are really challenged to do the right thing. And if I could clone Leon, I would. We went to elementary school together, and it's been great watching him move in this community, and we need more folks like that. And in doing that, we need to build a stronger youth advocacy community through leadership development, technical assistance, training for community-based organizations who desire to positively impact youth. I will also work with the police department to monitor and alleviate gang activity in the district. As you all know, crime statistics are available to you on the web by neighborhood, and we need to be able to use that data, again, to make change, to make folks accountable for keeping our communities safe. I think the recruitment of minority officers, cultural competency, community policing can all positively impact the safety in our community. But starting with the root cause, we've got to engage our young people in a better way.
Thank you.